Cancer, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading for the first half of December from the 1st all the way through the 15th. I hope you guys are doing well. So let's go ahead and get into the messages for the first half of the month. General reading as always, guys, so please keep that in mind throughout your reading and take from it what makes sense for you. So I wanted to start with some angel blessings for the collective to see what you need to focus on perhaps as you welcome in the first half of the month. So I'll be pulling from the Intuit Angel Oracle deck, and of course I'll list all of the decks that you do see here today down below in the description box. All right, Cancer, so let's get into it. Here we go. So let's grab 3 cards. What is the first angel that needs to come forward? We have Seraphiel. I might be mispronouncing that. I apologize. So we have Archangel of the Resurrection, Fire of Purification, Holiness, Truth and Love, increases faith, overcoming addiction. And it does say, I burn up blocks to ascension and turn the energy of negative emotions into productive actions you can take. We have Amber reflected off of this card and the time frame of very soon. And it does say ask for help. So if this is something that you are in need of assistance with at this time, you know, maybe you're just trying to take on too much, or you've got some issues that you're trying to handle on your own, don't be afraid to ask for help. And perhaps there will be a resolution or a solution coming up sooner than you realize. All right, so let's go ahead and grab a couple more angels here for Cancer. So we have Zafkiel. I'm, again, probably mispronouncing these. Angel of Contemplation, raises vibration, emotional and spiritual growth, meditation, understanding, and confidence. I provide insight to aid spiritual growth and help you find words to accurately express feelings, emotions, and ideas. This card is reflecting off of Tanzanite. Time frame wise, it does say now. Okay, so now at this moment perhaps, and meditate. That's coming through there. All right, so if there's something that you're focused on, thinking about, meditating on, all right, maybe, again, it's on its way to you. We do have very soon and now popping up. All right, bottom of the deck. We do have another name I'm going to butcher. Adnashiel, I believe. Angel of Independence, Freedom, Spiritual Growth, Light, Power, Enhanced Pineal Gland, Wisdom, and Exploration. I help open the doors to freedom in all areas of life through spiritual enlightenment and the discovery of truth. We do have Bronzite, the month of November, which of course is, it's already passed, and we do have big changes. So whatever these big changes are, Cancer, hopefully those are good changes that are coming in. It could also be an indication to break free from people or situations that no longer serve a purpose for you. All right, so those are the angels coming in to bless you for the first half of December. Let's go ahead and grab some additional insight for you, starting with the Divine Masculine energy. I'll be pulling from my exposed deck, the many sides of the Divine Masculine. So what's the energy representing the masculine in this connection for Cancer? We are starting with obnoxious. All right, maybe Divine Feminine, you're dealing with somebody like this. We have smooth talker, and then we have bold coming through. Okay, let's see what else. And then we do have ladies man. All right, so now take this if it applies. You could be dealing with somebody who could have been very charming, who swept you off your feet when you first connected with them, when you first met them. Maybe they were the type of person that wasn't afraid to take the first step, you know, to let you know that they were interested, but then come to find out that maybe you weren't the only person that they were talking to. They could have also been very flirtatious, you know, the ladies' man mentality. And as we can see, they're very obnoxious after a while. So let's go ahead and find out a little bit more. I'll be pulling from my Taniellu tarot deck here For Cancer, what else do we need to find out? All right, so we do have the Star, which is a fulfilled wish, as we can see right here. Now, maybe Cancer, when you met this individual, it might have felt like they were your wish come true in the very beginning. Again, when you first connected and when you first met them, you know, it could have been an instant attraction. Maybe you felt drawn to this person, they just as drawn to you. But I have a feeling in time, you were able to see this person for who they really were. And interestingly enough, we do have the Ace of Swords right here, giving you that much needed clarity to see them clearly for who they really were. We also have the Four of Wands, and we do have the Eight of Cups. That is followed by the Ten of Cups. So as we can see here, you probably walked away from this obnoxious person, this ladies' man, as we can see right there. And you might have felt at one point in time that this could have even been a twin flame connection. It's either that, or you cut this person out of your life, Divine Feminine, this particular Divine Masculine, cut them out of your life in order to walk away and head towards a much better partnership that really does have a future here, possibly marriage and everything that you could have ever hoped for and wished for. The Four of Wands representing a very strong foundation in the relationship. Now, for those of you who have been in separation, you know, maybe it was you that walked away, or of course it could have been a masculine who walked away thinking the grass was greener on the other side. Come to find out that, you know, they really had the best situation and relationship with you, Divine Feminine. And, you know, it's up to you, of course, whether or not you would take them back. But it could also be a situation with a Divine Masculine who regrets their past actions, you know, because they might have gone after other connections, other people. We might have a love triangle, a third-party situation here, so you probably distanced yourself from this type of masculine, Divine Feminine. And you guys could have had it all, you know? So let's grab some words from the masculine here. I'll be pulling from my deck, the Real Talk with Him deck, Words of Wisdom. And of course, this is geared towards a Divine Masculine male. But, you know, it is just energy I'm focused on. So whoever represents the masculine energy in this relationship. Let's see what it is that they feel the need to say here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Cancer. Okay. When I'm in the mood, there's nothing I won't do for you or to you. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of this obnoxious person, you know, perhaps, again, the smooth talker, very confident, you know, feeling like they can have anyone or anything that they want, especially when they're in the mood. But, you know, to me, that's kind of somebody that, as we can see right there, just a smooth talker, and they can't follow it up with the type of action that you would need to see from them. Okay, bottom of the deck, we do have, I've had other kisses, but nothing compares to our kisses. But regardless of that, Divine Feminine, you probably did walk away from a masculine who hurt you by getting other people involved, by being promiscuous, by not being able to really commit. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some messages now, taking a look at the Divine Feminine. For those of you who are watching for the Divine Feminine, or if you happen to be feminine, let's see what that energy is. I'll be pulling from my Exposed To deck, which is the counterpart deck to the other one. So Divine Feminine, what is this energy looking like? We have provocative, okay. We have kind-hearted. We have nurturing. I'm going to grab one more here. We actually have two coming through. We've got sexy, and then we have funny. You know, so all of these wonderful qualities that are coming forward from the Divine Feminine as far as being able to attract your special someone, a masculine who finds you to be very attractive. You know, some of you guys could have already had children, had a family, or they just look upon you as this very nurturing type individual, a great sense of humor. You've got a great kind heart right there, very attractive, as we can see. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection Tarot here, focusing on the Divine Feminine. So I'm just kind of feeling we might have a situation with a masculine who dropped the ball, you know? Look at this. We've got the Divine Feminine showing up as the Queen of Cups. That makes sense for me. It's very important that you do trust your intuition here, Divine Feminine. The Lover's card, that makes sense as well. We've got the Three of Cups. We've got the Hangman. And then we have the Temperance. Let me move this over. And then we have the Star. So there's a reason, guys, why we've got that Star card popping up again. So remember, when it comes to the masculine, we saw that earlier. Here it is again. So maybe, you know, you guys at one point in time saw each other as a wish come true. But it's very important that you really do trust your intuitive nature here, Divine Feminine. The Lover's card could be an indication of the choices and the decisions that you are meant to make at this point when it comes to the situation. Either you can take them back, either you can move forward, or this is you being able to attract somebody that you have this intense chemistry with. Because the Three of Cups could be happy times, celebrations that come into your life, whether this is a reunion, whether this is a new chance at love. But I do see here that you probably stepped away from a situation or a masculine in order to just have a better understanding of what was going on, to be able to maintain peace and to be able to restore balance back into your life. But I do feel for some of my feminines, there's a part of you that does feel that you would like to have a reunion with someone from your past. Part of the reason for a breakup could have also been a love triangle or a third-party situation. But we are in Sagittarius season here. We do have Sagittarius picking up off of the Temperance card here, which requires patience, which requires a little bit more time to see how this unfolds. So maybe the first half of December isn't quite where it'll give you all the answers. Maybe it needs a little bit more time. But in time, if it really is meant to come back, it will. You know, if somebody's really being guided back to you, then you'll be able to pick up off of that energy. So let's grab some dialogue from the feminine. I'll be pulling from the Real Talk with Her Words of Wisdom deck, which is the counterpart deck to the Real Talk with Him deck. All right, so here we go. What are some words from the feminine? The Divine Feminine, whoever represents the feminine energy in the connection. Sometimes the end simply makes way for a new beginning. Absolutely. Yeah. So if something did come to an end, for some of my feminines, you're done with that chapter and you're just ready to start over, you know, maybe with somebody new. Look at this next message. Sometimes no really means no. All right. So I'm getting that for some of you, that you've decided you're better off without somebody, even if they are being guided back to you. You know, maybe for some, that door, that opportunity has closed because you've already moved on to somebody way better suited for you. Okay, so that's what's coming through there. Cancer, let's go ahead and grab some additional messages for you for the first half of December. All right, so I'll be grabbing from the Stay Inspired Oracle cards by Sister Moon Tarot. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. All right, some final advice for your reading. For Cancer, we have change. Change is just a part of life. Flow with it. Don't resist it. Embrace it. Happiness is on the other side of your fears. So don't be afraid to go after what's ahead of you. Maybe, you know, sometimes it's not worth revisiting the past, but I do feel for some of my Cancers that there is someone from your past who would like to revisit the connection. Okay, but look at this. We've got the energy of something new. Try something different. Cultivate the wild in you. So if you're the type of person who's more geared towards routine, maybe there is room for change in order to go in a different direction. Sometimes you have to take a look at what else is in front of you rather than something that's familiar to you. It might require you to change lanes for a bit, you know, to see what else is there for you. And finally, we have expansion It's time to grow in ways you never thought possible. You are leaving the past behind. That's a very telling message there. Freeing yourself from old narratives, you are open to expansion. So all three of these cards for me is talking about a new energy. It's talking about a transition that wants to come into your life. It's talking about change. Okay, so out with the old and in with the new. That is what I get from that. All right, guys, so I will leave it there. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box, as well as the action buttons at the end of this video. And be sure to check out the channeled intuitive messages for your zodiac. That's something that I've done for all signs for the first half of December as well. I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.